65-year-old Roger Parker was born and raised in Detroit. Behind the wheel of his cab, he has a unique vantage point on our city. Every day, he gets to talk to residents and see the city through the eyes of out-of-town visitors.
A lot of them like it, like the downtown area, but there are a few who's kind of scared to venture out into the neighborhood.
And Roger watches as our city changes from day to day, year to year.
I see the neighborhood's getting a little better.
The biggest change he saw was nearly a half-century ago.
I went to the Army in '65. When I got through and came back in '67, the whole city had changed. It was predominantly black and looked like they had fought a war here in the city.
In 2011, we're still feeling the effects of the white flight of the late 60s.
That's when the whites really started to leave. They started to abandon the neighborhoods.
This is a map of the Detroit area in 1960. The yellow sections represent areas that are predominantly white. Green is predominantly black. As we move to the 70s, 80s, and 90s, you can see how the area has changed.
I think the banks have kind of helped feed that. You know, they're not investing that much in the city and certainly haven't invested. But as the whites started to leave these neighborhoods, the income, the jobs left, the businesses left. It was just that kind of downward spiral in a lot of these neighborhoods.
Meanwhile, new suburbs were built to accommodate the mass exodus. By 1980, the metropolitan area had 86 separate municipalities, and urban sprawl continued. But there were some who stuck it out. Joan Kaczorowski and her husband have lived in this house on Detroit's east side since 1953.
Just love it, I guess. What can I say? I've lived here all my life. I feel comfortable. Of course, the neighborhood changed.
Some of the changes have been painful to watch. At least half of the lots on the block are vacant. But she says race hasn't been the main problem here.
It was mixed neighborhood right along. We got along with our neighbors. We'd sweep the streets together, rake, and now it seems like the younger ones just don't care. They'll come out and throw their trash in the street, and you know, it's not like it used to be.
Today, things are starting to shift. Middle-class blacks are moving to the suburbs, and a trickling of whites are coming back to the city. People like Bill Volmert, who moved downtown 5 years ago.
I think we've learned how to live together and respect each other now. I think there's more hope there now than there has been in the past.
If you're a person living in a neighborhood, you can lead. You can be the change that you want to see.
As president of New Detroit, Shirley Stancato works on race issues every day. She sees how far we have come and how far we have to go.
Is education better? Are kids of color graduating from high school at a higher rate than they were 40 years ago? Probably not. Does it mean that individuals of color have moved to higher places inside corporations and organizations? Yes.
We've talked to older people about their perceptions of Detroit. There weren't many surprises, but we also spoke to younger people.
Sometimes where I live in St. Clair Shores, some people don't get along well because it's mostly a white community, and when black people come, they say, oh, there's black people and they're gonna ruin our town.
It's not okay to be racist anymore, and I think that people are becoming more friendly within each other races. At least that's my perspective.
I grew up in Detroit and I went to school in Grosse Pointe, so I got the dynamics of both. I think racism is still prevalent.
The meter's running on the city. It's time to act.
The clock running out on all of us. Maybe it's running out on the city too long.